Hello everyone, thanks for joining me for brick tip number 72. In the past I've been asked a few times about how to connect the bottom of a base plate to bricks if you want to have them on different levels. There's a few different solutions out there for this, but yesterday I came out and came up with a few of my own. I'm going to quickly run through these two, and then I'm going to do a quick build video on this one here, which I think is going to be the most versatile. This first method uses eyelets and pneumatic connectors, and it just so happens that when you line those up, that they will actually perfectly match the grid underneath the base plate. Now this isn't going to give you a very strong connection at all, but it will be really great for having removable base plates. So say you're building a subway system or something like that and you want the buildings just to lift right off, this will be a great way to do it. You'll notice that when you do this way that you're going to be having connections of studs right against other studs, and a great way to deal with that is by putting a Technic half beam in, and that will really lock in those two structures together. So one thing you'll notice is that if you use this method, there's going to be a lip. I've compensated for that by putting a tile on the outside and having that fixed in with a 2x2 modified plate with a couple of studs on the side. Here's the next one I'm going to cover. You can see with this one that it locks the plate right in and that the plate rides just above these studs. The trick to this one is that there is a top mounted bracket and a bottom mounted bracket, and they are spaced 2 plates apart so that that actual connection locks the whole thing in. And then along the side here, I just have some tiles to interlock those brackets together. So this is a great design if you want your plate to be permanently affixed to your structure and you're building studs up. Now we'll take a look at the last one, and I think this one's going to be the most versatile and usable for everybody. It is a combination of both a removable plate and one that kind of locks in the edges and gives it lots of strength. So I'm first going to look at the actual plate construction. Again, we have a series of brackets along the outside, and these plates are locking in those brackets. And then we have our bricks and plates along the outside. And with that combination, what you get is a perfect spacing for your bottom floor to lock right in. So let's take this apart. I'm going to quickly build a section up for you so that you can see how to do it yourself. So the easiest way to start this is going to be by putting plates along the outer edge. And you're going to want to give yourself a 1 stud overhang on all sides. Next, we're going to run brackets along the overhang. So we have our brackets all along the edges now. You can see right here, there's a pretty big gap. That actually perfectly accommodates a brick and a plate. So we'll take this bracket off. We will put our brick and plate on to leave a bit of an overhang and have that put back in place. So now we have that gap nicely filled in, and there's no gappage between that and the adjoining plate. What you can do along the other side now to give that brick and plate some support is put another brick in, locking these 2 brackets together, and then putting a plate below that. We will continue this pattern all the way along the edges to give us a nice sturdy border. Now that we have that done, you can see that the base plate is firmed up quite a bit. It does still have a little bit of a twist, But when we add in the next section, you're gonna see that that twist almost disappears. The insert here isn't very complicated. It's just a square built with bricks and plates to lock everything in. Of course, the dimensions of this are going to vary depending on the size of the plate that you're locking in. But the main concern here is to make sure that it's nice and sturdy. And of course, as you add more layers, etc., it's going to get much firmer. So you'll see how easy it is to slot this frame in. We're just gonna line it up and it pops in effortlessly. So it wouldn't be hard at all to make different levels using base plates in this way. And again, with this frame, it's gonna add even more strength to that base plate. And you can see there isn't much give at all on top if you're building with this. I would suggest, if you're using a bigger base plate, to make sure to add some more beams in, and that will just harden up that surface even more. Now you're probably not liking that big open gap that's here, but as Lego would have it, if we pull off this plate and we make this, which is 2 plates and then some tiles, and we put that there instead, we get some magic where everything lines up perfectly flush. So I think this is probably the best bet for you to use if you want to lock in base plates to your buildings, creating levels in that way. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope this will help you out some. If you have enjoyed it, please take the time to like and subscribe and share this around to others you might think will benefit from it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. Keep dreaming in bricks. Bye-bye.